Hey everybody, so I want to take a few minutes to catch you guys up on what's been going on in the past 4 months. I know the last time I was on here, I was sharing with my journey with you guys, what was going on about the seizures, me still being, I think I was still pregnant at that time, I'm not really sure, but I probably was. Well, I had the baby, ding, 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 ding. If I knew how to do special effects, you would get some, but this is about all you're going to get. Baby Grace is here. Grace, a lot of people have been asking me, how did I name her? And for me, I just feel like because of that night in New York in July, by the grace of God, she's here. So Grace. But Grace has many meanings. You can Google it. You can look it up. That's another reason why I named her that. Her middle name has meaning. I named her after my grandmother, my late grandmother, Gertie Lynette Smiley. So she is Grace Lynette Green. Yay! And for a lot of you who've been asking me, who her daddy is, you just found out who her daddy is. But anyway, so let's get back to me. You guys I'm gonna do a video with her when I'm ready. I think for my kids' online presence, I let them determine whether they want to do videos or do stuff with me. I mean, even things that I post about them, I let them tell me whether or not they want me to post it. Like, so you'll never see me posting Christopher losing in Uno. You know what I'm saying? Like those, because he doesn't want people to know that, but he does. He loses to me. Anyway, so today was a very hard day. But I got through it thanks to Khadijah. Thank you so much. You are so amazing. She did a guided meditation for me yesterday, and it literally calmed me. I did a detox salt shower and everything afterwards, and I was so ready for this doctor's appointment today. Well, the doctor's appointment today was at Progressive Medical Center, thanks to a referral from my wax lady and facial friend, Aaliyah. She is amazing at what she does. You can follow her at CMA Studio. And she was following just like everybody else with what was going on with me. And then she was like, she came to my house and she was like, no, I'm sick of you going through what you're going through. I need you to go see this doctor. So she gave me a referral. I went within a week, and the doctor read me for like filth. Like, oh, ma'am, you've got all of these things going on. And in that initial consult, basically, I found out that I needed to get rid of gluten in my diet. So I needed to do more gluten-free things and see how that treated my body. Because basically, I had developed a food allergy. Now, to what, we don't know. But at this time, it was based off of all the other things that were happening with the seizures and everything like that. He was like, okay, go ahead and try to keep your same diet, but every now and then eliminate gluten from your diet to see how your body responds to it. Well, I'll be honest with you, ever since I had that appointment, it was earlier this month. I think it was like June 5th, matter of fact. I literally know now that I probably do have a gluten allergy. So we'll find out specifically what other foods I'm allergic to, but yeah. Getting into today, I was nervous about today's appointment because I was seeing a nutritionist, I was seeing a chiropractor, I was seeing some other physicians or what have you in this place, and it was a lot of information for me to get. So I just wanted to share one or two things from today, and then kind of just like, share that, thank goodness I haven't had a seizure since Memorial Day, but I literally fainted the other day this week, and that was Tuesday. So just out of nowhere, just fainted, fell on the floor. Like, I might need one of them little necklaces where it calls. I'm not laughing at it, but it was just random. I was like, normally like with the seizures I black out or something else, but Literally just walk into the guest room. And so today's results, because I told you guys I would share, and I'm being very transparent. I'm holding everything here. So, yeah. So the first thing was my blood sugar is high. So many of you know that I shared that I had gestational high blood pressure, gestational diabetes, gestational anemia, like I was anemic and everything. Like it was like anything that I could possibly have during my pregnancy, I had it all. Well, at this time, my levels weren't as high during my pregnancy as they are now, but it's still high. So, I am pre-diabetic right now. My mom has diabetes for sure. And my sister, she was pre-diabetic at one point in time a few years ago. But now I am pre-diabetic. So now I've got to change my diet and change some things around and go from there. So there were some other issues that we discussed today that I'm not going to bore you with. But the second alarming thing, and this was major, like it's bold. It's in bold. Like it's insane. Y'all, I am vitamin D deficient. From a scale point, because everything is based on the scale. Like they tell you what your results are from your lab, and then they reference a scale or a range where you should be. The scale is like 30.0 to 100.0. Okay, so you should be in that range, right? Dawn is 5.6. Dun 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 dun. Like, so basically, it was like I was looking at her like, wait, what? 5.6? That's insane. And I was like, well, how does that happen? She was like, well, you're just not getting enough sun. And I looked at her and I was like, ma'am, ever since I found out I was pregnant in September of last year, I've been in the house. Literally, I haven't gone. I go out to doctor's appointments and things like that, but I'm not out or whatever. Not until recently, my friend Nikki has been really good about when she comes over, like encouraging me to go out. Like just a while ago, she just walked with me to the mailbox and back to the house, just so I can get some extra time out in the sun or whatever. But like, y'all, 5.6 compared to a scale starting at 30.0, not so much. So now I have to deal with having this vitamin D insufficiency and literally revamp everything that I'm doing. It's a lot because I've been vegan for a long time, like up to 7 to 8 years, like almost like Christopher's whole lifetime. And my body was operating on a different scale, when I was pregnant with him because I was under 30, when I had him. And so having Grace at 35, high risk pregnancy, she was a twin technically. And the twin vanished, but I'm still producing these hormones and these whatever's going on in my body is still taken from me. I was not eating enough for all three of us, basically. Even for the vanishing twin, even though it wasn't there, my body was still operating like we need to feed that too because there's something else in there. And so, like, a vitamin D deficiency is like very alarming, and I've got to work on getting myself back healthy again. I know after I had Christopher, I had a lot of issues with PCOS and my thyroid, and I had to detox and do a lot of things. Hence, that jumped me into my veganism at that time. Now, I wasn't plant-based. I'm talking about vegan, like the lifestyle, not just diet, but the lifestyle. So now, at this point with this, with the issues with my thyroid is not as severe as it was after I had Christopher, but it's still an issue. And then, my high blood sugar, and no ma'am, like I've got to do it all over again. And I met with a nutritionist And so that conversation was very interesting because I was encouraged to have more protein, you know, 3 times a day. And the protein that they were recommending was meat. And at this time, like, I don't see myself eating meat 3 times a day, but I might try and do it 1 time a day. I don't know how my body's going to respond to it. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But now I've got to take my vegan label off, you know what I'm saying? Because technically where my body is, like, I have to do what is recommended at this time. Like, I've done everything else. I've seen up to 10 different specialists. 10. I've been in and out of the hospital. Like, my hospital bill, y'all, is over $300,000. And yes, I filed for financial assistance. And yes, I'm trying to figure out how that's going to get paid. But God got it. You know, it's ridiculous at this time that now I have to take control. I have to figure out what works, what doesn't work. I have to go back and see if incorporating meat is going to do it for me. Now, mind you, I am very well versed on how I felt about my veganism and how I felt about being vegan. And yes, I shared that, and I'm going to share, more about that, about this journey and how I'm eating and what I'm eating and what have you. But at this time, it's not like I'm going to jump and just say, oh, I'm going to go get some chicken. No, it's not going to work like that. Like, I'll figure out what it looks like for me and whether or not it'll work for me, because I have to get back healthy, you guys. I'm not 100%. I'm not even 50% almost. Well, I might be right borderline 50%, but just from the fall the other day, randomly, no, I'm not good, So, eating a piece of chicken ain't gonna change that, but everything else that I have to do with my lifestyle, changing some more things, getting outside more, pushing myself to be out and about, I've got to do that for me. I've got to do that for my children, for my family. I'm grateful that I have the support system that I have. Like, literally, people around me have literally helped keep me up. Like, I am so grateful for my support system. I am so grateful for the people that have, like, not turned their backs on me because I was going through this for this length of time. Like, we thought, and what we were told by the doctors was, after I had Grace, you probably can hear her, she's crying right now, but someone is with her. We thought that after I had her, everything would stop. But considering she was preemie, she was born at 36 weeks, basically a week early. She was born at 36 weeks. She had feeding issues. So I was going back and forth to the NICU for a whole month, dealing with, making sure that she's okay, that she's growing, that she is recognizing me. I'm getting used to, being a mom again and helping her and being there for her. And, my body started acting like it was going to be normal, but then I started having seizures all over again. And, my last seizure was Memorial Day, and I was having facial spasms, and I shared that as well. And it was insane because literally you could see the spasm going from here to there, and then it stopped. But I'm not in as much pain as I was. I'm not as depressed as I was because I started getting depressed because being inside and I'm vitamin D like 5.6. Like, who would be depressed? So, dealing with that and all of that, like, it's been a lot, and my body is just not getting to a point to where it's like, okay, we've got all of the medicines out of your body, because I jumped to trying medicines because I was so worried that I hope I don't tear. I don't want to cry, but I was so worried about not physically being here for my kids. And, it's one thing to give birth and have your kids. And, Christopher's 8, But Grace, like, she deserves to have her mom. Like, you know, Christopher deserves it. Sean deserves it. I'm not saying that, you know, the older ones don't, but what I'm saying is I did not like the fact that during me being down and out, like, I wasn't able to do certain things for my kids. Like, I'm talking about y'all, the people that were assisting me, being my support system, like my TT, my best friend Nikki, my cousin Greg, my friend Connie, like, all of y'all that came over to help me, they could tell you, like, I was crying because there were certain things I couldn't, there were times where I couldn't get off the couch to get to her because she's crying, or there were certain things that it was hard for me to deal with that. So at this point, I'm at a point where after seeing all my bills, seeing how much all of this has cost me, and I've been real diligent about either being on payment plans or paying bills off, because I don't have time to be where I was when I was from high school to college, dealing with my bipolar disorder and being in and out of the hospital and things like that during that time, as well as dealing with viral meningitis. I used to have a lot of bills on my credit. I don't have no, and I'm trying to avoid that at this point. But I have to try this. I have to do this. This is more of a holistic way. And it incorporates, you know, some other medical testing and things like that. But this is more of my speed. This is what I should have been doing. But because the seizures were so severe, because it was like, oh my God, you could have died. Like all of those things. And it's like, I had to try the other way. And at this time, you know, knowing how high my blood pressure, how high my blood sugar is, and how low my vitamin D is, I have to just do this. So, before I really start crying, because I'm trying to avoid all that at this time. I don't want to give y'all a teary-eyed video. I think the next video I'll probably do is like a grocery haul type situation, like, because y'all, this is what pisses me off about my visit today. It was with the nutritionist, and she gave me, I think it was it the, y'all give me a second, let me find, So, I'm already basically dairy, soy-free, vegan, right? Now I have to be gluten and peanut-free during this detox eating plan before my next visit. Y'all, the foods that I cannot have, I don't care about most of them, because it is what it is. But let me show y'all something. I cannot have banana and watermelon. Y'all, I can't have watermelon during the time that watermelon is in season. What? Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Like I said, my next video might be a grocery haul or something like that. Or going shopping with me so I can figure out what I can and cannot have, and just seeing me respond to this, because this is going to be different, because I eat bananas at least 5 or 6 times a day. Y'all know I eat watermelon so much, and it's just like, I can't have the 2 things that I love the most. But everything else I can manage, you know, the list for low glycemic index and moderate, you know, I can deal with those. I'm good. But the fact I saw bananas and watermelon because of the sugar, oh my God. And then, y'all, I'm not going to be prepared if they have to tell me that I have to give up watermelon and banana. But anyway, that's that. I just wanted to just give you guys an update. This is also somewhat a praise report because the last video I was so exhausted. I was so tired. I had no energy. But I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be alive. And I have to say that there's a reason why I had to go through all of this. And when it hits me or it gets to me, I'll share it with you guys. But thank you for your support, and I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them. Have a great day.